Hello and welcome to the Virgin episode of Full of Knit. I'm Susan and you can find me on Ravelry and Instagram as NC Knitter.
And I'm Karen and you can find me on Ravelry and Instagram as the Havelock Zoo.
Okay, great. Now what do we talk about?
Well, we're going to start out with stuff that we've finished. Some finished objects.
I got some. You got some?
I got some.
Awesome.
You start.
Oh, great. Okay. So, this...
I'm like one of those penguins. I'm going to push her off first.
Great. What was that thing? Makes me think about your mom said, if everybody else jumped off of a building, would you do it too?
Exactly, I would.
Okay. This is the Color-Filled Shawl by Kemper Ray, and it is knit with Haute Knit yarn, Trevor Morgan DK in the pucker colorway. Oh, you have to really get up here, Karen. The pucker colorway is the green, and the roller rink is the speckle. This is so soft and squishy. I love it. I can't wait to knit. I want to knit a sweater with the Trevor Morgan.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and it's soft right off the ball, like
nice.
Even before you wash it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's great.
Very cool.
I love it. I love a lot of her yarns, as
Yes.
you will find out. So, all right, you go next.
Me next.
You next.
Okay. I finished. This thing has been making me crazy. Don't put it up there.
Don't tell me what to do. My mom's not here.
Well, you put it up there, you're going to knock the camera over.
Well,
anyhow, before we were so rudely interrupted, this is the Antarctic shawl, which is as big as the sky.
Want me to hold this in?
Yes, if you hold it, see, it doesn't even all fit on screen. It is knit with the 50 Shades of Gradient from the Fiber Studio, and this is called Global Warming. So apparently we're all going to start out really nice and green, and we're going to end...
Mauve. We're going to turn into mauve.
It's going to be brown and dismal.
It's
Sorry.
not brown, that's mauve.
It's brown.
It's not brown, that's mauve. Kristen from Bullenbine would tell you that this is mauve.
Well, it's brown.
It's not. It's not brown. She's colorblind. Your son's colorblind.
My son's colorblind,
so
but yes.
It's hot as hell in here.
It is.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
God.
We could probably open the door, but...
Well, then the cat will come in.
Well, she probably won't.
She doesn't like me.
She doesn't like you.
me. So, okay, my next finished object is my sweater. And this was a pattern by Laura Ayler called Sunrose. And I knit it with a Ira linen and cotton yarn that was gifted to me by one of our customers at the shop that we used to work at together.
Okay.
She gave me a whole basket of stuff, and this was in it, and I actually have like 3 or 4 skeins left. So I had enough to make a sweater. This is a modified version of the Sunrose. So I made the sleeves shorter. I didn't do the yarn over knit 2 together edging around the bottom, the hem or the sleeves. I made the sleeves shorter, and I did an I-cord bind off, which was my very first I-cord bind off, and I love it. I'll be finishing more sweaters with that. And my very first, what was the other thing I told you? Pattern hack or modification.
Yeah.
First time I've ever not knit strictly by the pattern. So I love it. I'm going to knit more.
Very cool. Let's see next. It's my August socks from the Knitting Expat Sock Club for this year. I would show them to you in a better fashion, except I can't find my sock blockers.
She cleaned up and hid them from herself.
Yeah, I cleaned up, and yes, that's what that song Blinded Me with Science. She's tidied up, and I can't find anything. So, here they are.
She being her, not me.
Yes. This, the sock is knit in...
Here, do you want me to hold it and you talk?
There you go. The Cozy Color Works unicorn colorway. It was a discontinued colorway that we bought at the Carolina Fiber Fest.
It's washing out a lot, but
yeah,
it's beautiful.
It's beautiful, and the heel is Knit Picks stroll fingering, and it's purple. I don't know what the actual name. Oh,
It's
look,
probably
she's gonna
something
put it
weird.
on and stick her foot in your face.
No, I'm not. I'm not gonna. I just want to see the pattern. You can't
Oh.
really see it. Ooh,
It's pretty.
reminds me of an more open version of Prairie
Yeah.
Socks,
Yeah,
which I love that pattern too.
they're very pretty.
Oh, I'm trying to stretch it out because
I know, because you got big feet.
No, I do not. I have 7.5.
Big feet.
Well, they're bigger than your little munchkin toes.
They are freakishly small feet I have.
That's not all as freakish.
That's not all it's small.
Oh, so many ways I can go with
know.
that. Okay, I think,
Is that it for you for finished?
except for the socks on my feet, and I'm not going to stick my foot up in there. Well, maybe
Okay,
I
go
will.
ahead. Go ahead.
These are the Spree socks by, yet again, Kemper Ray.
I made a pair of those.
Well, this was my very first heel flap and gusset sock.
Okay.
And at the beginning of the year, remember we were chatting and I told you I had goals, and one of my goals was I was going to knit sweaters and I was going to learn to do stuff I'd never done before. And the heel flap and gusset was one of them. And doing it top down. I had done toe up, but I had never done top down. So that made it really simple and took a lot of the anxiety or frightfulness out of doing a cuff down and a heel flap and gusset, because, you know,
I prefer mine top down now. I tried toe up, but I never could get the length right.
when
You know, know when to start the heel, and it ended up looking.
we need one of those sock rulers.
There you go.
Yeah.
Because that way I don't end up with like little bound feet.
Yeah.
And then I have to
Well,
walk
you
like
already looks like
They're
you have
already small
those.
enough, damn it.
Oh, I gotta find you some
Oh,
of those.
yeah, there could be some bad language here.
Oh,
Just to
yeah.
warn you.
Oh, I gotta put that disclaimer on the top of the Ravelry group page.
Yes.
I wish I could find you some of those, you know, way back in, where was it, China, where they bound feet?
Yeah, that's what I was talking
And
about.
like grown women had feet like this big.
Yes.
I need to find you some of those.
They think that's delicate, and I think that's painful.
Well, you probably could fit in some of them, but just saying. I think that's on my FOs.
Okay, well, I have a bunch of little ones that I'll just show really quickly.
I got a lot of whips, though.
That
I got a lot of whips.
I'm making these for a local photographer who's working with the Now I Lay Me Down to Sleep program, where they photograph the babies that don't make it for their parents, and the parents get to keep the hats. So this one's got a little heart on it.
These are so teeny tiny,
I
Karen.
know, it's
Well, I know. I get it, because when my little brother was
terrible.
born,
Such a need for it.
when my little brother was born, he was only
There's this
2'11".
one. And
Oh, this one's teeny tiny. This is a
yes,
hat?
yes. The patterns,
Oh,
most of the
y'all.
little bonnet patterns are from that Mariana Mel on Ravelry, and she does a lot of free ones. And then there's this one with some lace.
Oh, you put ribbons in them, too.
I did put ribbons
Oh,
in
that's
them.
cool.
Little bonnets. So
I had some that would bring, but mine aren't that tiny. You think they could still use them?
yeah, I think so. I mean, unfortunately, babies of all sizes don't make it. So
Well, mine are like preemie size.
yeah,
Remember the
I'm
ones that we
sure.
donated
I
down?
think they can use them from itty bitty and to almost full term
Right.
size. Anyhow, on that sad note,
Let's do something.
let's talk about something a little more cheerful.
Mm. What about, I don't know. What's the difference between a whip and a UFO? Because a UFO is unfinished object, and a whip is a
Well-
work in progress. Is a UFO a whip that you just put down and ignore?
Yes.
Okay, well then I
Yeah.
have whips.
Okay.
I don't
Because
think I have
UFOs, you would just be like putting them, yeah.
putting them in down to the side.
Yes.
Okay.
Timeout. I think UFOs go in timeout.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, maybe.
And some of them then actually end up
Because I
being
think a
frog.
whip means you're intending to finish it. A UFO means maybe not.
So like they're in purgatory.
Yes, they're in limbo. Yes.
Okay. All right. So I had said at the first of the year that I was going to be a selfish knitter and only knit socks and sweaters for
I
myself.
would say this.
But my favorite
John.
nephew, I only have
Excuse me.
one.
Mhm.
When I first learned to knit socks, I said to him, I said, Al, you want me to knit you a pair of socks? And he was like, no, I'm good. And then he saw the pair of socks that I knit, and he's like, oh, you knit those? And I said, yeah, what did you think I was going to do, knit shitty socks? And he was like, yeah. And then he was, so anyway, it's taken him like, I don't know, several years. But this is about 3 years to say that he actually wanted a pair of socks. So, quit staring at my bag. So,
I like it. It's got, show the bag. It's got
Oh.
flamingos on the outside and leopard on the
Yeah,
inside.
should
I
probably
mean,
do
come
that.
on.
Okay, so this
Like-
was my very first ever
Yes.
purchase project bag from Molly Klein Designs, and I absolutely squealed when I opened it up and saw leopard on the
leopard,
inside.
whatever.
I love
These are
leopard.
the flamingos, and these are the things that eat the flamingos.
Oh, look at that. Hadn't even thought. Oh, I wonder if she thought of that.
I don't know.
Okay, so anyway.
Molly, let us know.
So I asked him, do you want shorties? And I figured he was going to be like, yeah, because he's a baseball player and a soccer player. And I thought, oh, good, shorties, I can do that. Oh, no. He says, I don't want shorties. I want longies. So.
And you said, oh, shitski.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. So here, all tangled up. Here's one sock. Here's the other sock. I'm working on the rib because it's going to be ribbed all the way up the leg, because when the ball runs out or till it reaches however long he wants them, that's what he's getting. This is Hawthorne.
So he wants knee socks.
Well, I don't know about that. I mean, he wants them longer than this, I can tell you. I do it afterthought heels, so I got my waist yarn in. And this is the Knit Picks Hawthorne Kettle Dyed, I think it is. Don't hold me to that. But the color is called Goddess, and they're really much darker, a darker purple. Is that showing up better over there, Karen?
Yeah,
than,
it is.
I
It's
mean,
showing
like
up
more
purplier,
true.
yes.
So, doing those for him, and so that's that. I don't know how long it's going to take me, but anyway, I'll get them done, one way or the other. I guess I just won't get any sleep, but I'll get them done.
And then in other male socks, these.
Oh, this is a male heavy sock.
I know. This is a male sock.
A thon.
Yeah, a thon. These are my Felici Witch's Brew socks for my husband, who is very tall and very skinny. So, I mean, this length of sock, it's only going to reach like just a little bit past his ankle.
Oh, really?
This will not be like a crew sock on him. It'll come to probably about right there. Once he puts
well,
it
because
on.
you're doing them cuffed down. Okay,
Yeah, I'm
I'm
doing cuffed
thinking, damn, his foot's long, because.
Yeah, well, his foot is long
I got
too.
it. I'm
But
tracking now.
this is my sad story about this Felici. I've seen other people talking about it. Leslie from Naughty Nitwits, she had the same issue. See, I'm doing these in tandem because you know.
We understand.
His legs are just so freaking long, you know. If I would definitely get second sock syndrome. So, I was doing this one, going along so nice. Look at the pretty, pretty stripes.
And then
boom. And then boom. Look at this one right here. I got to right here, and I was like, wait a minute, there's not enough blue. Then the blue disappeared, and it's like blackish, bluish green. It's like the dye didn't take.
Not only
And then
did
it
you have
started
a knot,
again, and I had a knot, and then it started going in a different direction with the colors. See, this one's the darker purple and the lighter purple, and and I got to the point I was gonna like throw them across the room.
No,
But my hubby said, you know, they're socks. I'm going to wear them on my feet. Nobody's going to see them. And
he's
so
right.
He's right. So I just said, okay, fine. You know,
And you're knitting for him, and he doesn't care.
And he doesn't care. And it wasn't like it was a $30 skein of like hand-dyed gorgeousness. So I just put in these lovely little green heels and kept going.
Because that's what you do.
Because that's what you do.
Gotcha. Okay, you done with that one?
I am done.
Okay, my next whip is a pair of socks for my son.
Yay!
Who
More man socks.
is a Bigfoot.
Yes.
But he wants shorties. So this I can do.
We like him.
I love him. Yeah, well, I love him more.
Of course you do.
This, I'm doing the Erica Luder's pattern Snape stockings. I don't.
Yeah, you can see it.
Yep, and it's a free pattern on Ravelry. A lot of hers are free. She does the Hermiones Socks. And I'm knitting it with the Knit Picks Stroll Fingering. Ooh, we got to flip that around somehow because this is coming out backwards. Or is it
That's
just
weird.
looking backwards to us? I know every
don't know.
podcaster
I guess we'll
says
find
that.
out.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
In the evergreen tonal color. And this is like super duper soft. Have you felt this?
No, I haven't. I saw the picture. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
It is super soft.
I love the pattern on these, by the way.
Compared to the Hawthorne,
Uh-huh.
it's very, very soft. But I've got this much done.
We'll go look. Yeah, so you can see the pattern.
Yeah,
The
and I'm
pattern.
ready to
Very
put the
cool.
waist yarn in for the heel. But I love this. I love knitting this. I knit it when he was home a couple weeks ago. I started it, and just because we just do Netflix and we
Right.
hibernate.
Right.
And I'll do this again. I
Yeah.
love this pattern. I want
I
to
know,
knit
that's what I was
knit
thinking. I'm
some
going to
for
have to
myself.
get that one for my husband. I've created a monster with his hand knitted socks. He's like, every time I finish a pair, he's like, okay, what's next? So
For him.
for him. Yes, for him. He will put
Well, at
on the
least
brand
he
new
appreciates
pair.
it,
Yeah,
you
he
know?
does. And he wears them, oh my gosh, every day. So I have to get enough that he can go for at least a week
Well, get busy,
without me having to
girl.
wash his socks. Well, this will be pair 6.
Wow,
So,
really? Because I think
yeah.
I've knit 8. I've knit 7 or 8 so far this year, pairs of socks, I
Yeah.
think. So if I get all those done, that's 10, 11. If I get Mom's done for Christmas, that'll be 12.
Yeah.
So I will have knit a pair for every month of the year if I get them all done. Not
This
all
will
for
be
me, but
pair number 13 for the year.
well, because you're doing the
When I
sock club.
finish it. Yeah, because I did the sock club too, and that was really fun. I'm not sure if I'll do it again next year.
All right, you're next.
Oh, I am. Hey,
You are.
hang on.
It's still hot as hell in here.
It is. Ugh. Grandma noise, even though I'm not a
And
grandma.
in the event that we don't edit this podcast and we don't go back and redo another one because this was supposed to be our test, but it's rolling along. We have no lipstick on and all that good stuff. It'll be better next time.
This is my mitered square blanket.
Pretty.
La, la, la. It's getting there.
Mine's in hibernation
And my
right
cute
now.
little owl. My cute little owl from Nitty by Nature. He marks the middle. And this is my Amish square because even though the line in it is going in the right direction, I picked up the stitches. I don't know what I did, honestly, but you can see they all face out. So, honestly, it was probably when I was looking for those sock blockers because they're gone and this is backwards. And I don't
Were you drinking when you were knitting this?
It's possible.
Alrighty then.
So
Alright,
there's that.
there's that. Oh, is that a pink waffle bag?
It is. Oh,
Cute.
pink waffle bag from the Salty Sheep in Swansboro, North Carolina.
And my next whip is in my
Aww.
Christmas bag that was a part of my Christmas present
From who?
from my friend
Aw.
Karen. She stitched up some bags and she gave me this pretty Christmas bag, and I don't care if it's Christmas and it's not. It's a project bag and I need all I can get, so I'm using it. So in here I have that was on some movie.
Yes.
Socks for my niece who
Baby.
likes shorties. So
Yay.
she's getting a pair. I'm ready to bind them off. I just haven't done it
And
yet.
she's little.
She's
so-
little. She's 11, but she likes them. She saw mine knit up. I knit myself a pair of these with, and this is my leftover, so I'm making her a pair of shorties. But this is hot knit yarn in the gray bonfire colorway, and this is fabulous. I wish that she would knit. Thank you for getting the lint. I wish that she would make different colorways that did the same thing, and I think she's done a couple of them. Make different ones.
She's
I know
done
one
like
for sure.
bonfire without the gray.
Yeah,
too.
but I just love this,
That's
and I love the
pretty.
way it feels.
Mhm.
They wear good. I love those socks. I would, yeah.
Well, you know I like haute knit because you can look back here and see. Like,
Yeah.
that's
Well,
right,
you should see. You know, I was
that.
thinking when we were talking about doing this, I'm thinking, how many skeins of her yarn do I have stashed?
Yeah.
I think it's about 10.
Well, we went to the Carolina Fiber Fest
Ooh,
back
I was
in
a
March.
pig. I was a pig.
And we ran skipping through the
To get to her booth first.
to get to her booth first. And we were all holding hands and skipping through the Carolina
not.
Fiber Fest.
Oh,
We
yeah, we were. Oh, my God. We were. I forgot about that. Huh? So we didn't lose each other.
Yes. Poor Giselle. She was at the end of the whip and she was just holding on for dear life.
It's like, where are you going? Just come. Shut up.
Shut up and hold on.
Shut up and hold on. That's right.
All right. What else do I have down
I
here?
have no clue. But it's still hot as hell in here.
And that is something you will hardly ever hear her say.
You're right, because I'm always cold.
Because she is always cold.
Yeah.
All right.
Like this shawl behind me. is my Stephen West Boneyard that I brought it in case I got cold to wrap up in, but we needed it for a prop. So.
All right. Some crocheting.
Ruh-roh.
Yay. This is a corner-to-corner scrappy blanket. Hold it back a little bit.
Can you teach me how to crochet?
I can. Yeah, that too.
Yeah, I got that menopause brain.
Yeah.
My sister-in-law has tried to teach me, and I just can't get it. I can't.
This is all scraps from my socks and friends' socks, and whenever they have a little
look
bit.
and see if I see a scrap I recognize.
There might be one because there's some. I think there's some fleechy in here that you gave me. Yes.
That one I made Hannah. I made my
there.
niece some socks out of this one right here.
So it's fun because it's got my scrappy memory stuff in it.
This
and
one
it's
too.
got. Yep, and it's got stuff from my friends and the ladies in my Friday morning knitting group.
This is cool. I want to learn how to do this. What stitch is this?
That's just a double crochet.
That's it?
Mm-hmm.
I want to learn how to do this.
Okay.
I really do.
There are YouTube videos. You can go on and look. It's corner to corner or C2C, and you will be able to find all of it. Oh. And if you have any trouble, then you find a friend who can crochet, and she will help you. And she will help you.
I'm not helping because I feel like a dork.
I will help you. I will help you.
It's like I have the hook in my right hand, and it's like my left hand is going, what am I supposed to do? I don't know what I'm supposed to do. What's my left hand supposed to do? It's weird. I know it's just like the first time I learned how to knit. I felt like a dweeb because I'm like, you know.
I don't even remember learning how to knit. My mom taught me when I was...
Oh, I remember.
6.
I definitely remember.
Maybe I've just blocked it out. Who knows?
Can you hold this for me?
I can. Do like a whole Vanna White thing?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's my yarn spinner, yarn butler, or whatever you want to call it. Yep. This is... the pattern is by... excuse me. Pattern by Caitlin French. And that's French with two F's. It's a free pattern. I've knit several of these. It's called Terribly Simple. And I'm knitting
is that another Terribly Simple?
I'm knitting it. I'm sorry, Karen, for coughing on you. I'm knitting it with Lolo Did It's her yak base. I can't think of the name of it, and I don't have the tag.
That's
with
the
me.
Harley one, right?
But the colorway is Harley, and I got it because my little Pomeranian that died last Thanksgiving, his name was Harley. And when Karen told me, said you got to get this, and I saw it, and I got it. So this is going to be my Harley shawl, and when I feel like I need a little something, little cuddle, puppy cuddle, I will put it on. And, stitch marker. Can you see? It's my little puppy print, puppy paw print.
Little puppy paw.
Yeah. Yep, you would think my fingernails would look better seeing as what I do for
I
a
know,
job.
exactly.
Well, you know what? It's like I told a customer one time. She sat down at the table and she goes, somebody needs their nails done. And I said, well, I've only got time to do one set. You want me to do yours or you want me to do mine?
That's what they say, the cobbler's children have no shoes, you know.
And that is all I have for whips.
Very good. All right, hang on.
Yep.